Hey, this is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of Growth Driven. If you've been looking at the possibility of hiring, bringing on a fractional CMO or a virtual CMO, whatever you refer to it, I want to go over with you 7 benefits of why adding a virtual or fractional CMO could benefit your brand. Hey, Edwin Dearborn here. How are you? Sorry about hooking up the microphone. Uh, technical. So, okay. So, I want to talk to you about the 7 reasons why you would want to bring on a fractional CMO. So, Chief Marketing Officer, that's what CMO stands for. Why would you bring on a fractional CMO? Before I go into that, uh, what is a CMO? A CMO is a Chief Marketing Officer whose primary mission is to facilitate growth and enhance sales. Okay, Chief Marketing Officer. They are a C-level executive. They advise and answer to the CEO, and their job is to take all the different assets and strategies and activities in marketing and sales and bring it into one cohesive whole where everything dovetails and results are being achieved. Growth and new revenue is being achieved. So versus having this part over there and this person do this and that person do this, the CMO oversees it and makes sure that everything is working together for a positive result, driving new sales, attracting new customers, as well as keeping the ones you already have. Now, a fractional CMO makes it more affordable for a lot of brands that are in that middle spot of like, okay, we need to grow. We want to expand and have the benefits of CMO. Are we ready to commit $150,000, $180,000 a year in payroll and hope that this guy does it and then find out 2 years later it doesn't? Whereas I can hire somebody 20, 30 cents on the dollar. I don't need full-time CMO, but I can bring somebody on that can start to move me in the direction. So maybe they're doing about $1 million, $2 million in sales. They can't rectify hiring a CMO full time, but they want to have the benefits of CMO. Now, this is what I do. I do this for a med tech company. I do this for a real estate company that I'm a partner in. I do this for a bookkeeping company, and I do it for a couple other brands that are at that point where they want to grow, and they are growing through my services. They're just not going to hire me full time and pay me that full-time CMO pay. Okay. So a lot of people are out there looking for that growth and they think they can outsource it to maybe some virtual assistants or a marketing company, but you've got a lot of moving parts that aren't necessarily coordinated. And the CEO typically is too busy with everyday busyness to give it any fair time, where the CMO can now dedicate his attention. Moreover, he's got the background, he's got the training, the expertise, where the CEO typically doesn't have expertise in digital marketing, content marketing, social media marketing, CRMs, and all of those factors that are necessary to make something roll. So, what are the 7 things that a digital or a fractional CMO is going to do for you? Number one is going to help you tell your compelling story. Most brands don't have a compelling story. So therefore, the CMO is going to help you craft it. Now, if you were to take the CEO and ask him, tell us your compelling story, he's going to talk for about 10 minutes and it's not going to be compelling. A compelling story is going to be something that literally in a matter of seconds reaches your heart and gets you interested and hooks you into the brand. Most people do not have a hook when it comes to their brand. They're like, we're everything to everybody. We're the best ever, cutting edge. A lot of euphemisms, a lot of cliche words, nothing that really stands out. So, one, how do we tell that compelling story? Through content, through branding, through your tagline, your website, everything. How do we tell that story? Number two, obviously, there's no full-time long-term commitment. It's month to month. So now I don't have to hire somebody, give them 2 years to find out if they work or not. They don't, termination, all the legal ramifications, the HR ramifications. You can hire someone like myself month to month for 20, 30 cents on the dollar with no long-term commitment. That's a great benefit of having a fractional CMO. Number three, it provides the CEO with high-level leadership and guidance in an area that tends to be a blind spot for a lot of CEOs. Now, if you don't believe me, interview 10, 20 CEOs and ask them, what is your compelling story? How are you successfully using social media? Tell us what your Instagram strategy is. How are you using video, et cetera? They don't really have any real guidance. So a virtual CMO can provide that guidance to the CEO of where to go and how to bring all the various parts together to make things work. Number four, bringing consistency across multiple channels. Look, any business that's doing a few $1 million has got various presence on social media, their blog, their website, maybe some videos, maybe some emails, but it's not consistent. When was the last time you guys did a video? You look at their YouTube channel, it's 4 years ago. When was the last time you posted on social media? Well, we get to it when we can. When was the last time you updated your CRM and sent out an email? Months ago. Again, a virtual CMO or a fractional CMO can bring consistency across your digital channels. Number five, brings clarity and understanding to social media and content. Look, we live in a digital age where if you're not communicating, if you're not present, then you become out of sight, out of mind. And if you were to ask any CEO, tell us what the content you should be creating, if they're doing any content at all, is extremely limited in their creativity and in their vision. Meaning they're like, well, we post a blog once a month. Okay. But you're doing videos. Are you doing case studies? Are you getting reviews? There's so many ways to create content, and they really don't have a vision of how to do that. So a virtual CMO or fractional CMO can bring clarity and understanding to your social media and content. And number six, to that point, elevating your game on video. Somebody said a few weeks to me, like, video is no longer optional. Like, if you really want to build a brand, you're going to have video content. You're going to have a presence with video. Why do I have this podcast on video and as a podcast? Because I can get 150, 200 views organically every single day through video. Moreover, I can take this video and I can transcribe it and turn it into a blog post. Video is just the preferred form of communication. All right, number seven, brings it all together for growth. If you were to talk to most CEOs of big corporations, they know that there's a disconnect between marketing and sales. Meaning, we do this marketing, we do this public relations, we put all this stuff out, but is it actually driving sales? And I remember one time I was talking to a CEO of a very large firm in Newport Beach, California, and I told him, your marketing people don't really bring value to your sales team. They're doing all this marketing, and the salespeople don't really see how it's working for them. He's like, I don't believe you. I said, good, put them in a room. I want you to be there and have the 3 or 4 marketing people on one side and the 3 or 4 salespeople in the same room. And I'm going to ask the question in front of you so you can see it for yourself. So I went to the salespeople and I said, hey, I know we're doing a lot of marketing. Do you guys like the marketing? And the CEO being there, they were like, oh yeah, we love the marketing. I said, look, I briefed the CEO. You can tell the truth. Just tell me what you're really thinking about the marketing. You won't get in trouble. You won't lose your jobs. We're here to fix whatever needs to be remedied. Once I let them know that it was okay to be honest with the CEO in the room, they started telling us all the problems and all the things they didn't like about the marketing. They didn't like the website. They thought their sales pitch was weak, the PDF that they were showing at the time. They didn't like anything that their marketing was doing. Marketing was shocked. The CEO was shocked. So then I asked my very famous question to the salespeople. If I gave you a magic genie lamp and I could grant you 3 wishes in terms of marketing content, marketing materials, whatever it is, what would you want? So it was like, number one, we don't have a unique selling proposition on our website. It's unclear. Our website is confusing. People get lost on it. Great. We'll fix that. What's number two? We need a sales deck that, really has all the benefits and all the features and all the bells and whistles and all the points that we want. Right now, the sales deck is really, really weak, and we have to put together our own. We need one consolidated sales deck that we really feel that nurtures, or enlightens people in what we do. And then number three, we've got a weak CRM. We don't really use it. We don't know how to use it. We don't like it, blah, blah, blah. We fixed those 3 things over the next 3 months. And what we did is we increased sales by 30% because we made marketing and sales work together. We reverse engineered what marketing would work and what would make salespeople happy. And when salespeople are happy with their content and happy with their support, they tend to sell more. That's what a virtual or a fractional CMO can do, is bring those people together. Now, whether they're outside vendors and we got to put outside vendors in communication, or inside team members, put them in communication, or a combination thereof, a virtual CMO can do that for you. These are definite benefits. If you are a CEO looking to hire a fractional CMO, reach out to me. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and I would love to sit down with you and see if we could work together. This has been another edition of Growth Driven. You make it a great day.